Well, that was one that we somehow found a way to win. I'm still not sure how we won it, but we found a way, and just really pleased for our guys because they never gave up. They showed a lot of toughness down the stretch when everybody in the arena probably thought the game was over, but they never gave up and found a way to come back and really steal one right there.
Two straight at home. How important are these wins?
Well, the league is so competitive, and anybody can beat anybody. As you see, Monroe goes to Georgia Southern and wins tonight, so you have to be ready every night. It's so hard in our league to string together wins, and we've got two in a row now, and have a chance here Saturday to make it three in a row, and we could really use that going on the road next week. So sometimes this time of year it doesn't matter how you do it, just that you get it done, and that's what happened in here tonight.
Yeah.
Into regulation, you're the Sun Belt's all-time 3-point shooter, hits two to tie the game. Just talk about his, the clutch gene, man.
That was amazing what he did down the stretch. He had some great looks throughout the entire game. Particularly, we had a stretch there in the second half where he had about 3 looks, one of them on a 2 and 2 wide open threes that just didn't go in. And the thing that I'll always take away from this game tonight was in the huddle. The players were telling him, and specifically I remember Jordan telling him, you're going to hit the next one. Keep shooting. You're going to hit the next one. And sure enough, he did, and he hit 2. And that last one he hit, he just everybody in the gym knew he was going to shoot it, and he just rose up and made it somehow. But he has the ability to do that, and he's done it for 4 years.
All right, so you're tied up. They've got the ball. Talk about that defensive sequence and how big a block was Javon's there on the other end.
Well, the strength of their team offensively, they're so good in pick and roll, and we tried playing zone. That didn't work. They were just cutting us up because they play 4 guards out there, and that center is so quick sprinting out of there, and they just beat you in a lot of ways in pick and roll. And no way we had tried to guard it had really worked to any extent. So we said on that last play, we said we're not just going to let them go play on us in the way they had been, and we said we're going to double it. And we didn't get a real aggressive double, but what we did, Jordan we said, Jordan, you double him, make him give it up, and we doubled him, and he had to give it up, and he hit the screener. The big kid ran out there and screened, and he was, and what we talked about in the huddle is, all right, off the ball, you've got to rotate. Somebody's got to rotate and make a play. And on that particular play, BJ rotated out of the corner, but Javen's the one, he rotated from the weak side. Had he not rotated properly, it's going to be a layup and a dunk, and we're going to say, man, we gave up a layup to lose the game. But he rotated, and he's got that tremendous length and just made a heck of a play. For a freshman to do that, something that I think will kickstart him down the stretch here.
Could you just feel the whole team?
I was ready for the moment, and I, really wanted to help the team win. So when he called the play and kind of broke down a little bit, and I got a good look at it, pump fake the guy, hit the shot, and just felt good at that moment, tie the game up. And then to come back down on the defensive end and get a crucial stop, and that was big for us.
When Javen blocked the shot, what was going through your mind? Because the guy had a decent drive to the bucket.
Mm-hmm. Well, out of the time, our plan was to, trap the ball handler because we figured they would put in, Cockfield's hand at the end. He was, had a good night, had it going, and that's what we did. Me and Jordan trapped him, and being a good player that he is, he saw the roll guy, he hit him, and Javen made a big play in the game, rotating over and making the block shot.
And then overtime, it seemed like you guys got a bunch of life pumped back into you there. Is that?
It was had just a great start, to the overtime. Once you get, a couple easy buckets, hit a couple shots, and then go up. We went up I think 9 points, and it's just hard to come back, from a 9-point deficit in the overtime.
I don't know about Jordan. I want to ask him about Jordan. I'm not just going to be able to come out.
Yeah. Hey, he, 5 assists, 18 points, 13 boards. Just talk about his contribution.
Oh, he had a monster performance tonight. With that matchup zone they play, it's kind of hard to, they put a little emphasis on, keeping the ball off the block, and because they're smaller inside, and he really, lit him up in the high post tonight. He was, scoring for himself. He was seeing guys and just boarding up for us. He got a lot of big rebounds when we needed him.
Talk about his passing. I mean, it's kind of underrated or underappreciated, or he can get it to where it needs to go. Right?
Oh yeah, he's definitely an underrated passer. With a guy like him, he draws so much attention, so many double teams, and he's really worked at finding the right guy whenever they seem to double. And he's just a skilled player, and he always seems to make the right play.